Alright, what's going on, guys? Going to the shop again. And last night we got a lot done. If you hadn't checked out the video from yesterday, make sure to check it out. We knocked out the fuel lines, finished the battery box, put some of these cool fender fasteners on from NRG that I really like. It turned out looking pretty cool. The fuel lines turned out looking cool. So now the fuel cell is plumbed. I need to add a vent, but that would take seconds, so I'm not worried about it right now. I've got to make a quick pit stop for this hardware. I'm going to get some wing nuts for the posts in the battery box, so it's easy accessible. And then I'm going to grab some hardware. If you watched the last video, you know I use self-tappers to hold the fuel lines up, and the little clamps that are holding up the lines. And I'm going to replace those self-tappers with a nut and bolt. That way the self-tapper doesn't back itself out with all the vibration, and my fuel lines don't end up fucking dangling below the chassis. Alright, so I've gotten cracking on the car. Besides that big ugly blue circle right there, the kill switch is installed and it works great. I removed the self-tappers that I had holding the fuel lines up and used the nut and bolt, you can see there. And then wing nuts for the battery box, and it looks really good and it works. Had a couple friends come down. These guys are getting some diffs welded for the Miatas. Miata gang.
Oh god.
And then on top of that, since we're in a huge time crunch, I had to get all these stickers made, and I reached out on Instagram, and this man here came through. What's the Instagram for the stickers?
Gravestone Arts.
Gravestone Arts. If you live in Florida and need some stickers cut, he did these Holly ones for the door. Absolutely perfect. As if Holly gave them to me themselves. And some one-off Quanbeck stickers that look awesome. You can't even see how cool the color is with the transfer tape. Babe, will you grab the helmet? Hold on. There it is. Looks really good. Yeah, it takes about 30 seconds. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna throw some stickers on the car. Poly EFI, the Sniper EFI ones to represent the sick ass sheet metal intake manifold I got. Koenig, Harbor Town.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
And then mine, of course.
Yeah, and you had to throw in some of his stickers. So make sure to check out his Instagram, and if you need some stickers made, he can get you squared away super fast. He even hand delivered them to me, so much appreciated. So I know a lot of you are going to be bummed because you're all about street cars that don't have stickers on them, but you know, all these brands that are going on the car contributed a lot to this car, and you know, I got to give back somehow, so this is a way of doing it. Now, this car will have a full livery on it. These stickers are basically temporary until the livery is done, but we're just trying to map it out. It is LS Fest, so we're going to do something special for Holly and make sure that Holly EFI is on the door and make sure everybody sees it. Koenig, Harbor Town, there'll be a BC Racing sticker right there, and then Radium, ISR, the Holly Sniper right here, and it'll be mimicked on the other side. I'll show you guys the final when it's done.
Caleb.
Yes?
Are these the screws you use?
The what? Okay, so I'm going to give you a little walk around on what it looks like. Now this is temporary, don't forget. And the Sniper EFI, ISR here, Radium. There'll be another sticker here later on. And then for LS Fest, Holly gets the door. Shit, you know how to put that Quanbeck on here. I decided to put the wheels on so you guys could actually get an idea for what it'll look like. The colors are all fucked up. There you go. Now I may or may not have put these ones on a little crooked, but who's gonna notice unless you just heard me say that and see me at LS Fest and talk shit about it.
At least they're the same kind of crooked.
Yeah, they're both crooked, which is fine.
If you have the crooked at one side and the crooked at the other side, they're kind of straight.
Honestly, yeah. We ran out and got some food a minute ago, and now we're back at the shop. and I'm going to do a couple things. One thing I'm going to do now that the kill switch is in, down in there, is I'm going to run the power cable to one side along with the starter to one side. So if you look down here, there's two posts. So the starter and main power cable will be on one, and then, oh no wait, the power and the alternator are on one side. Power and alternator on one side, and then the other side will have the switch panel and the starter on it. I'm going to go back there to the battery. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the trunk pins. So there'll be four trunk pins, so this thing doesn't blow off, and we can get it on and off pretty fucking easy. And then something that we've all been waiting for. My engine's going together tonight. So Tom is going to put the engine together tonight, and I might just make that its own video. So I'm not sure yet. We'll see where the night takes us. You guys will see in a couple minutes, I'm sure. But yeah, so I'm gonna start on these trunk pins. I'll pop the trunk off and show you where I'm gonna drill first. So there's a couple ways that we could do this. Now Tom's pretty specific in the way that he likes to do things, which I'm okay with that. The way that I was gonna do it was basically drill a hole through this piece of tubing. This is 1-inch tubing, and run the post through with the 2 nuts on each side. But he wants to build little tabs off of it, so I'm gonna let him do that. But up here, there's going to be 2, 1 on each side. If you look down in here, it gets pretty thick back there. So we're going to do it closer. So it'll be right about there. That's where our hole's going to be. Our post is going to come through. There'll be a nut on this side, a nut on that side. And then we will use the little self-tappers to put the disc, washer on there, so that the pin doesn't scratch the paint every time you pull it in and out. The reason I didn't show you guys the other side going on was because I forgot. My bad. It sucks drilling holes into your brand new paint, let me tell you. After I get this last screw in, all I have to do is adjust the height of the post so the pin sits nice and low, so there's no big vibrations in the trunk like when I'm driving. Just like that. All good. Then there's going to be 2 more in the front. I'm going to save all the footage from Tom building the engine for a separate video. It's going to be a late night, and it'll be pointless for me to wait around and film that and then go home and edit till like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. So I'm going to leave this video here. We made a lot of progress today on the car. Kill switch, just doing little things like the hardware for the battery and the fuel lines, the hood pins, and the stickers, obviously. Still a lot to do and a little bit of time, but I believe that we got this. And you can check back tomorrow for another update. And, you know, what, 4 or 5 days left until LS Fest. We're doing our best, and we're not going to stop until LS Fest. And we have to fix Tom's truck.
And put AC in the trailer.
And put AC in the trailer. Fuck my life.
We got this.
We got it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.